How do you supercharge your saving as we head into the beginning of 2024? Of course, the future looms large and you can't help but wonder, have I done enough to secure my financial well-being? The world is changing and expenses are rising really faster than ever. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer weight of your financial responsibilities. My name is Shiraz Ahmed, and for today, I'm actually here to reveal a couple secrets that will not only rescue your financial future, but hopefully will set you on the right path to supercharge your savings for retirement and managing your finances effectively. First off, it's never too late to start saving for your future. And the beginning of the year is really the best, or one of the best times, frankly, to take a closer look at your finances. Many people are reevaluating their financial goals, wondering how they can develop a healthier relationship with their money. Now, I understand while this can be overwhelming, but rest assured, saving for your future is not only one of the most critical steps that you can take. We're living in a time of increasing expenses, especially in major cities here in Canada, like Toronto and Vancouver. But before we get into the specifics of savings, remember that this is essential that you take the pressure off of yourself, and instead of focusing on saving, think about billing yourself first. This is a bit of my version of a concept that David Chilton coined from The Wealthy Barber on ultimately pay yourself first. My version is bill yourself first, because let's face it, most of us aren't awesome at saving, but most people are pretty good about paying your bills. So really treat your savings as the same priority that you give to paying a bill, that of course that you must pay in order to secure your financial future. This shift really kind of in mindset and perspective can make savings seem a little bit more manageable and a little bit less daunting. So your approach really will ultimately depend on your individual financial situation, but there are a couple strategies that you can use to supercharge your savings. And one of these strategies is known as the Waterfall Method. This can actually be particularly effective in high-cost areas like Toronto and Vancouver, but of course, really anywhere in Canada. I'm going to use the first-time home savings account as an example here. It's really an account that's fairly new. The last couple of years it came out, and it's designed for aspiring homeowners. Now, it has an annual contribution limit of $8,000. If you break that down, you'll need to save a little over $650 a month. Now, let's just say hypothetically you earn $100,000 a year and your marginal tax rate is about 31.5%. And in that case, you can actually receive roughly $2,500 back when you file your taxes in the form of a refund. So not only have you put away the original $8,000, but you've received an additional $2,500 as a tax refund to contribute. Let's say you take that and put that inside of your tax-free savings account, or TFSA. This is effectively supercharging your savings, because if you think about it, rather than just having the original $8,000, you now have an additional $2,500, so let's say up to $10,500 that you now have working for you, hopefully compounding into the future. By the way, it's important for me to note that the TFSA really stands for tax-free savings account, but this is really less of a savings account and more of an investment account. And despite what financial institutions might tell you, they're open architecture and they have a specific tax attribute. And in this case, they're actually exempt from paying capital gains tax. So it's really an investment account that really offers some specific benefits. If you don't qualify for the home buyer's plan, you can actually apply the same concept of this waterfall method, but instead substitute it with your registered retirement savings plan, or RRSP. Your RRSP contribution limit may vary, of course, based on your income, but really the concept behind really stays the same. The idea is to use your waterfall method ultimately to boost your savings. All right, now let's clarify the role of both the RRSP and the TFSA, because there's a lot of debate, especially amongst our younger Canadians here. The RRSP provides an immediate tax benefit in the form of a tax refund when you contribute, whereas the TFSA really ultimately gives you an exemption, for example, from capital gains taxes when you pull your money down the road. Neither account is better than the other, they're just different. Ideally, you're using both as an essential component towards a solid financial plan. And ultimately, they really do complement each other. So don't feel that you have to choose one over the other. Hopefully you have enough means to be able to use both. And if not, this is why getting a thorough plan created for you so you can actually decide which one's the better choice. Remember, it's never too late for you to start your savings and managing your finances. I often receive calls in my practice from individuals, let's say in the 40s and 50s, worried that they haven't saved enough money for retirement. And to them, I say, don't panic. Number one, you're not alone. There are tons of Canadians that are in the same situation. The best time to start saving, just like, the old proverb, is 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So even small contributions can go a really long way in securing your financial future. Remember, compound growth is one of the most misunderstood and most powerful financial concepts that exist. That's a topic for another day. All right, now to summarize, the key to supercharging your savings is to shift your mindset and prioritize your savings as if it was a bill. Leverage investment accounts like the TFSA, RRSP, FHSA, and ultimately use the Waterfall Method. Remember, it's never too late to start, and every little bit that you save today will make a big difference down the road for your financial future. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I want to wish you all the best in your journey towards your financial security. Until next time, stay safe out there. Bye for now.